Breakups are never easy. When it happens, some are sad, some are bitter, some are very, very disappointing. What can we say about the current situation which is involving Ravindra Jadeja and the Chennai Super Kings franchisee? Remember, it has not been hunky-dory between Ravindra Jadeja and Chennai Super Kings ever since IPL 2022. And there is now more speculation that Ravindra Jadeja and Chennai Super Kings could get divorced before IPL 2023. There is now a latest report by a media organization that has said that Ravindra Jadeja is not even in touch with the Chennai Super Kings franchisee. In fact, the report further states that Jadeja has not even been in touch with Chennai Super Kings ever since the IPL. What can you make about that? Is the end imminent? Will it officially be announced that Ravindra Jadeja will leave CSK? Only time will tell. But ever since he was stripped of the captaincy and he sustained that injury, things have not gone well between Jadeja and the Yellow franchisee folks. Because remember, Chennai Super Kings is a franchisee that believes that they should operate like a family. But if one member decides to leave, then there will be sadness. And it's not as if Jadeja has not been associated with Chennai Super Kings for a very short time. He's been there with the franchisee ever since 2012. From 2012 to 2015, 2018 to 2021, 2022 if I may add, he has been part of 2 major title runs. So you cannot ignore that part as well. So why the storm has suddenly come up now? As I had mentioned, there is a report by a media organization that has said that Jadeja has been out of touch with Chennai Super Kings since May, ever since he sustained that injury during the IPL. And he has not been part of any Chennai Super Kings activity, be it off the field, on the field, even on social media. Why is there a clear sign that Jadeja is not with CSK? Firstly, Jadeja has deleted all his CSK related posts on social media. He apparently even unfollowed them, but that is still reportedly. He was not in MS Dhoni's birthday video, which was done by CSK on 7th July. There are a lot of CSK players in that video which was done by CSK, but if you have a look at it, he is not there in that. So what do you think that means? Have CSK sidelined him? Has Jadeja voluntarily said, no, I don't want to be involved in CSK? The speculations grow. Now, when did this rift between Jadeja and Chennai Super Kings occur? Remember, in IPL 2022, Jadeja was appointed as the captain of Chennai Super Kings. In the first 8 games, things did not go according to plan. And then Mahendra Singh Dhoni stepped up and took over the captaincy during Chennai Super Kings' game against Sunrisers Hyderabad in Pune. Now, with captaincy assumed, what happened? Chennai Super Kings went back to winning ways. They thrashed Sunrisers Hyderabad. But after the post-match, during the presentation ceremony, Dhoni's spoon-feeding comments really set the cat among the pigeons. What is his exact quote? Between me and Jadeja, he knew last season that he will be given a chance to captain in 2022. He knew and got enough time to prepare. What is important is you want him to lead the side, and I wanted that transition to happen. Dhoni wanted that transition to happen after leading Chennai Super Kings to the title in 2021. In the first 2 games, there was information going in towards Jaddu, and after that I left it to him to decide which angle to bowl and all that. At the end of the season, you don't want him to feel as the captaincy was done by someone else and I am just going for the toss. So it was a gradual transition. Now this point which I'm going to read really set the cat among the pigeons. Spoon feeding doesn't really help the captain. On the field, you have to take those crucial decisions and you have to take responsibility for those decisions. Why did he mention the word spoon feeding? After that, a chain of events happened. Jadeja got injured with a rib injury and he was sidelined from the IPL. He was at the NCA. Dhoni, that spoon feeding comment clearly meant that he threw Jadeja under the bus. Now, whether it is taken out of context, whether it is in context, that the players will decide in the due course of time. But this comment, Jadeja really harbored a lot of interest in leadership. But in a very short span of 8 or 9 matches, suddenly Chennai Super Kings decided that Jadeja was not the ideal captaincy candidate. And on top of that, in 2022, MS Dhoni takes up captaincy midway for the first time ever in the history of the franchisee. So much bitterness just after 8 games. Really an explanation needs. But can we expect Chennai Super Kings to come out openly with what happened in 2022? Not really, considering the history of communication that the franchisee has given in the IPL. Will Jadeja stick with Chennai Super Kings? Remember MS Dhoni and last over miracles. Perhaps in 2023, by a miracle, Jadeja might turn up. Because you have to understand that if a player exits the franchisee, the process is he informs the franchisee and then there is a formal trading proposal from another franchisee. But neither has Jadeja officially or even through the back channels intimated to CSK that he wants to leave. Neither has a proposal come from another franchisee to get him. Remember folks, MS Dhoni might lead Chennai Super Kings in IPL 2023. Rituraj Gaikwad may be your vice captain. So anyway, in the leadership pegging, Ravindra Jadeja has slipped back. So whether he stays with Chennai Super Kings is another story altogether. But looking at social media activity, Jadeja reportedly unfollowing CSK, deleting everything that has to do with CSK. Not a good sign, folks. And remember, that Pune presentation laid the base for Jadeja's exit after a gap of 10 years. I mean, remember, in 2012 when he was picked up, he was still finding his way. But MS Dhoni's backing ensured that he was one of your top bowlers for India in Test cricket, and he also became a vital cog for Chennai Super Kings with bat and ball. Now, however, after 10 good years with the franchisee, it seems as if the divorce and breakup might happen sooner rather than later. Thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this live. We'll be back with more explainers and analysis from Sports Today. Press a like, comment and share button, and we are also there on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, folks. Bye-bye.